Grammy-winning singer-songwriter Bryan has sold more than 65 million albums, racked up 21 top 10 hits, including 7 #1s. And now his talents are being channeled through a different lens, the camera. His first book of photography is called Exposed, and it features an intimate look at pop culture icons from Michael Jackson and Amy Winehouse to Judi Dench. He's right here with us on Off Duty. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks, I'm good, yeah.
So let's talk about your imagery. I mean, it's very raw. You've got Amy Winehouse smoking and playing the guitar, Mickey Rourke lying in bed with his underwear showing and his shirt off, and Sean Penn with his hands down his pants. How do you come up with these? Do they do this, or do you get them to do this?
I'm just a fly on the wall half the time, you know. And when you get in front of people that are as talented as Mickey Rourke, for example, they're very inspired and inspiring to be working with. So they generally sort of, in some ways, sort of set the direction.
So you show up on a shoot like this, whether it's for a magazine or for some other publication. And do you have an idea in your head, like how you want Mickey Rourke to be, how you want Sean Penn to be?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have an idea of how I want it to go. And the picture of Sean was just a one-off snap. We were just goofing off with the camera I had, and that's how that picture came about. But with Mickey, it was like, I had a definite idea of shooting him in a hotel room, and then just left it up to him.
You first picked up a camera to start doing self-portraits, is that right?
Yeah.
Why was that, Bryan?
It was just the idea of seeing if I could do it, and the challenge of it. And I worked with some good people. I had some assistants that helped me out, and it was just experimenting with art, you know.
Someone like the Queen, though, I wonder, with photographing the Queen, you have a very, it's both raw and elegant. I think that's how I describe it, photograph of her.
Yeah.
How did you get her, capture something new in her that nobody else had?
Well, it was a photograph taken for her Golden Jubilee in 2002, and I was asked to represent Canada as part of there was a group of photographers from the Commonwealth. And I thought it would be a great challenge, but to actually I didn't know I had the photograph until much later, you know. I mean, I'd gone in there, and the last was one of the last frames I took before she left, because it was taken at her house in London.
Wow. And how are you balancing the photography side of your life with the singer-performing side of your life? I mean, how does it stack up?
It stacks up fine, actually. Yeah. I mean, I do about 100 shows a year. I balance it by, let's say, for example, I know I'm going to be in New York. I'll arrange something to do photography-wise on my trip. So it's like that.
Now, you're 53 now, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So some of your classic songs like Summer of '69, Run to You, can you remember what actually inspired you to write them in the first place?
Can you remember the words?
I didn't mean it like that. Do you remember what? You're so old, Bryan. No, I'm just kidding. I remember them, so I'm going to say myself too.
If I screw them up, I always can rely on the audience to sing them back to me, so that's what happens.
What inspired you originally to write, say, Summer of '69?
Well, it was actually, the song was originally called Best Days of My Life. And then it was a sort of a double entendre, play on words, because, Summer of '69 really isn't about the year 1969.
It's about
making love in the summertime.
Just want you to say it. That was one of our questions from folks on Twitter.
On
Twitter. They also want to know, do you have a song in your body of work that is one of your favorites?
Well, that's certainly one of them. I like all the songs everybody else likes, you know. So, I mean, I was talking to someone the other day about it, and back when I started, like in the early '80s, I'd have to look down at my set list, and there'd be 4 songs on it, you know, and the rest of it was just, winging it. And now I look down at my set list, and I've got, so many beautiful songs to sing. It's such a pleasure.
Are you writing new music pretty constantly?
Yes, ma'am.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you find that the photography helps stimulate that side of your brain as well, the music writing side of the brain?
I think anytime you work in a creative field, it's going to inspire other things, and I guess for me the photography has been a great outlet for creative energy, because it certainly has inspired lots of music as well.
And let me ask you this, some other questions from Twitter. People want to know, are there, with American Idol and other contest shows that are out there, do you think it is easier to get discovered now?
I would think it's quite easy to get discovered. there's so much music out there, and there's so much amazing music out there. You know, my advice to songwriters and musicians has always been just keep focused on the music, make great music, you know, and don't worry about the rest of it. Don't even worry about your Twitter account.
but you do have a Twitter account.
Yeah, I do.
And YouTube, and you've made great use of both of those.
I have, and I've become, you know, I've got right into it. A little bit late in the game, never mind, but you know, at least I'm there.
Yeah, a good way to publicize both the music as well as the photography.
I mean, it's just people seem to really enjoy it, and actually I enjoy it too. You know, I love my little Twitter page. It's great.
All right, Bryan Adams, thanks so much for being
with me. I'll tweet you later.
You'll tweet me later.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us.
Okay, thanks.
All right.